Howdy, Travis from KnowHow here. I'm very excited to announce the biggest feature we have, I think, ever launched when it comes to motivating your team to follow the company way. This is a leaderboard, but it's unlike a leaderboard that you've ever seen before. It is way more fun. We did it the KnowHow way, and let me just dive in and show you exactly how it works. All right, so you can see I've got the KnowHow app open here. This is actually KnowHow's KnowHow. We use KnowHow ourselves, if you can imagine. I'm gonna go to the Explore page, and you're gonna see something brand new here called the Weekly Leaderboard. What this does is it shows where I, Travis Martin, am at compared to the rest of my team in experience points gained this week. Now, what are experience points? You gain experience points by completing skill builders, completing steps and processes, basically learning and growing your skills in your company. That's how you gain experience points. Now, you've always been able to see your experience points on the profile here. You can see I'm a level 5 in cybersecurity. Thank you very much. But now we have a whole new way to harness all of that experience points and add a little spice of competition as well. So I'm going to click here, view leaderboard, and this is going to show where I rank compared to the rest of the people on my team. Now this is live as of this week. So I'm going to hit back, and that's going to take me to the previous week, week 51 in this case, and it's going to show me where I'm at. So I'm in bronze. I'll take that. Third place. Think I could do better, but third, 151 experience points. Pedro, VP of Engineering, 213, and Theo Wall, the developer of this very feature, or one of them, I should say, it was a team effort, hits gold with 273 points. Now, I can actually segment all of this by my role, by my group. So let's say I've got 5 mitigation techs on my team. We can just say, hey, who among our mitigation technicians was number 1 last week? Who among the marketing team was number 1 over the course of the entire month? But in classic know-how fashion, we have a little bit of fun with it. So if you see down at the bottom, I have this thing that says week 51 roundup. Now, this is a special fantasy sports style podcast generated for your team based on the expertise, the winners, the losers, who's on the rise, who's in free fall, the movers and shakers in your know-how hub last week. This is important. You only get this if across your entire team you get 350 XP points or more over the course of the week. So as long as you've got either one person who just went gangbusters and they generated a ton of experience points, or everyone chipped in, then you will get an AI roundup podcast at the end of the week profiling who were the top dogs in your company last week. So let's listen to ours and see what it says.
Hey, 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 welcome back to the Know-How Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Howie, coming at you with all the action from week 51. And let me tell you, we got some serious performers to talk about today. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's break down who's bringing the heat and who needs to step up their game as we head into the new week. All right, so first things first, let's talk about our MVP, our absolute monster this week. Theo Wall, ladies and gentlemen, this developer put up 273 experience.
What we wanted to do with this feature is make you and your team members who are investing in their skill set feel like rock stars, feel like they just stepped off the field of the Super Bowl and they are getting the credit they deserve for it. This is just one very fun way that we are making it more rewarding for people who invest in following the company way in your company. But we've got lots more coming. And so in order to access the leaderboard, it's available on mobile, on desktop. All you do is you go to the Explore page. You can see everything right here. And then you can click in, you can get all the details, you can filter it according to role, according to group, you can cycle back to previous weeks and months as long as you've got the data for it. And if you hit 350 experience points generated across your entire team, you get a special weekly podcast roundup that drops 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday morning, profiles everyone who was on the move last week. And know how it's very important to us that not only are we the best platform for documenting the undocumented and equipping your workers to go from day zero to confident, that we also want to motivate and incentivize your team to follow the company way. We know competition is big. We know people like the social recognition of being called out in front of their peers when they do a good job. That was really the big idea behind this functionality, but we've got a lot more coming. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, if you want more tips and tricks on how you can use know how to help your team follow the company way, head to tryknowhow.com. Thanks.